Today we're going to do volume of cylinders, and our formula for finding volume is pi times radius squared times the height. Remember, volume is always your big B times the height. And that big B stands for area of the base. And to find the area of a base, the area of a circle, is this volume, or is this pi times radius squared right here. So that's my big B times the height. So you can still just think of volume as big B times the height. So here are the three cylinders we're going to find, but I'm going to put them on each separate pages. Remember that volume is cubic measurements. Okay, so when we use our labels, we're going to be measuring our volume in inches cubed. And always that we're finding the area of the base times the height. Use that formula, volume equals big B times my height. That would be pi times radius squared times my height, because that pi times radius squared is the area of my base. So find the volume of the cylinders. Remember to express your answer in cubic measurements, round to the nearest tenth. So if I plug in what I know, pi is going to be pi on my calculator, times 3 is my radius squared, multiplied by my height of 12. So that's going to be pi times 9 times 12. I can punch all that into my calculator. Or I could do pi times 108 in my calculator. We're going to be using our pi button. And then we're going to round my answer in my calculator to the nearest tenth. So this is 3/10 inches cubed. That's all I'm doing to find volume. Let's do another one. My volume is pi times radius squared, because that's my base, times my height. So I'm going to plug in what I know. Pi times 6 is my radius squared, times 14 is my height. I can simplify. 6 to the power of 2 is 36 times 14. Volume is pi times 36 times 14 is 504. So now I can punch into my calculator the pi button, pi times 504. Then I'm going to be rounding to the nearest tenth, which is 4/10. And I'm on inches cubed for volume. So see how I'm showing my work? I'm always going to include the formula. Then I'm always going to plug into the formula. I can follow order of operations and then a correct answer with correct label. And watch that we're rounding to the nearest tenth. Most of the time on your quiz and on your test, you're going to be rounding to the nearest tenth. Most of your worksheets are going to be rounding to the nearest tenth. And then if a worksheet says to round differently, then follow those directions. This last one, I want you to pause the video and I want you to find the volume of this cylinder and then continue the video, please. So you should have had your formula written down first. It's important to me that you continue to write your formula again and again so that you are memorizing it and remembering it. So my radius is 3 squared and my height is 13.5. I'm going to put that in parentheses so I don't get my multiplication dots confused. So pi times 9 times 13.5 you did. And then you could just put all that in the calculator, or 9 times 13.5 if I just keep simplifying is 121 and 5/10. So now I have to definitely use my pi button, put that in, and you should have gotten 381 and 7/10 inches cubed. All right, try on the NICU test now. That's all of the examples I have for you. Thank you.